programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. Welcome to more Scout Class Beast Machines figures. And as promised, the next three figures are less than great, shall we say. And we're going to start off here with our less than great figures by looking at basic class, as always, Longhorn. Now, I'm not going to come out and say that this is a truly bad figure, but with this guy in the next one, you're going to see that they're not as truly good as the others were. So as you can see, here we have a actually decent looking bull mode. I have to give this mode some credit. It actually looks pretty neat. This mode works. This is the mode that you have this guy for if you have him. Yeah, the nose ring is actually, articulated. I'm pretty sure this is just a metal ring as well, not plastic, which is cool if that is the case. I don't have any good way to check right now, because even if it is metal, it's not a magnetic metal. Not all metals are magnetic, unfortunately. But it's a functional enough bowl mode. He is light piped in this mode with that little spot right there, and it does a pretty good job, I have to say. Not bad at all. Looks decent. Fairly articulated. You've got shoulder there, elbow, then hip, and some knee. Not a whole lot, but some. Get a little in and out there as well, some rotation and stuff. The tail goes up and down. So it's, all in all, it works. He does also have a gimmick in this mode where you just push down on his little, what looks like a ponytail in the back here, and he raises his head. Which if you do this too much or too hard, sometimes it can reveal the robot head early. Right now I seem to be getting lucky in that it's not really popping it up that much. But let's go ahead and before we transform him, Spark Crystal hidden down here in his leg. He's a Maximal, big shock. This was Beast Machines. If it's a robot, it's a Maximal, and if it's an animal, it's a Maximal, and it's a good guy. So, yeah, big shock there. Anyway, transformation on this guy. Very, very simple. I'm going to start by coming down here and opening the chest. And you're going to have to hold the bull head up this whole time because it is spring-loaded. And as soon as you move this all out of the way, it will start trying to fold down in. And actually fold down farther than it normally would. Would have been nice if there was an extra stopper there, but there is a reason there's not one. We'll get to that in a second. Anyway, the shoulders here are attached by a double hinge. So just go ahead and rotate that out so that the front legs get a little bit longer to become his arms. Then all you really do is just angle the hoof. You'll see there's actually a hand molded here so that his hooves now are supposed to look like, I guess, tomahawks or something. Yeah, there's a very noticeable theme with this guy in his robot mode. But go ahead, get those out. Keep his head pulled up. Close this up. Then go ahead and let the head fall all the way down. And push it down even further. That will start popping up his head. Then go ahead and take the mane here and just fold it down along his back. Just keeps everything locked in place. Go ahead, fold up the tail. Straighten out the legs. Turn them around. And fold out the feet. And there you have Longhorn in his robot mode. And I'm not quite sure what to make of this robot mode, to be honest. I'm sure someone can tell me if there's something going on with the face sculpt here that is going to insult people, and I'm not aware of that. But either way, it's just not that great, to be honest. You know, like, the head is very strangely small for this body. He's covered in just ridiculous amounts of hollow. And this is a time period when you didn't have, like, this egregious of hollow on figures all the time. So it really stands out on this guy. But, yeah, points where it's due, he is fairly posable. The head's actually on a ball joint, so you get some up and down and rotation. Ball joint at the shoulders, so you still get that rotation there. You actually end up getting a butterfly joint because of the peg that the arm is on. As well as you get an outward movement. You get a awkward sideways elbow and a rotation. It'd be nice if the elbow was at a normal direction, but you can kind of work with it. The hand has a wrist articulation. I don't really want to call it a hand since clearly this is just the hoof. But you've still got that joint. Legs are exactly the same as they were in the bull mode, except now he has feet and you can fold the toes up if you need to. And he's got, because you turn the legs around now, he's got, knees going on. There's not a lot to say about this guy. Again, I'm not really qualified to comment on if there's anything insulting going on with this one or not. But he's weird and he's not that great. I will still give points for the beast mode, though. The beast mode, I think, works the best out of all of these, or out of his two modes, all of these. It's one of those nights. I'm sorry, but it's, at the end of the day, if nothing else, if it's not insulting, it is lackluster, shall we say. We've obviously looked at some other figures in this same class size that were really, really good. And if I don't know that I'm going to truly call this guy completely bad, though clearly he does not stand the best, unfortunately. He's not necessarily bad, but he is just pathetically bland and average. Which, depending on who you are, you may see that as worse than just being bad. So, as always with these videos, make up your own mind on the figure. If you had this as a kid, or you even got it recently, and you think it's the best thing ever, then good on you. I'm not here to, take a poop on your nostalgia or what you think of things. Me, as someone who got this figure just a few months ago, I've sat here looking at it, and I either hate it some days, or I'll go, at least the bull mode kind of works. That's neat. So, take that for what you will. I don't really give this guy the same kind of recommendation I do. There's always the, if you look at it and think you'll like it, then yeah, sure, go check it out. He's a cheap figure to find, but not anything to rush out and get just for general collection's sake, in my opinion. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.